My love must be a kind of blind love.
Welcome to our fourth broadcast of our YouTube channel titled VCB, Vinyl City Broadcasting, all you doo-wop, street corner, and a cappella aficionados. I'm Marie, the host of VCB, your transit express to rock and roll trivia. I need to run across the street to the novelty store and pink something up. I'll meet you in the VCB studio in a few minutes. Rico, I found what I was looking for. I didn't think they made these anymore. You'll be surprised.
Our special guest is here, Marie. Would you want me to send him in?
Send them in, Rico.
Why, Marie! I almost didn't recognize you with your hat and your shades.
Well, Rico wants me to play the part.
Well, but hopefully not the parts of these flamingos I see back here.
I hope not. You know, Dan is new to our VCB family. And he'll be working as an off-site reporter and contributor. We wanted him to talk to our VCB audience today and tell us about the interview he did with legendary Terry Johnson of the Flamingos at his house about 5 years ago. Now, Dan, what do you remember about that day?
Well, first of all, Terry Johnson and Teresa were so gracious. Gracious enough to come over to my home the afternoon of the concert where we had lunch. He shared some very cool trivia about the Flamingos, some behind the scenes stuff, and then he sat down at my digital baby grand piano and talked to us about the group that he cares so much about. Even though the interview was about 5 years ago, it is still pertinent to who the Flamingos are today and their vision of the future. What a wonderful afternoon we had with those really nice, wonderful people.
So true.
So, Rico, how about running that video? This afternoon, we're talking to one of the great legends. I'm looking right at you, Mr. Johnson. I'm looking at one of the greatest legends of rock and roll, Mr. Terry Johnson of the Flamingos. Mr. Johnson will be appearing tomorrow night at the Civic Theater here in San Diego with 8 other doo-wop groups. A show entitled The Ultimate Doo-Wop Show, of which I and many others, we're looking forward to being there. Great. To relive these beautiful memories. The Flamingos have been around for over 50 years, and Terry is one of the original members and is still out there performing. Now I'm looking at your bio, and it's quite lengthy, so just a few of them that were really impressive to me was you were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2001, numerous smash records, including Lovers Never Have to Say Goodbye, Neil Moore, but the one I will never forget, and the world is not going to forget, I Only Have Eyes for You. Exactly. Song that was in the movie American Graffiti. So Terry has spent many years at Hitsville, USA, also known as Motown, working with the likes of the Supremes, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, the Temptations, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, and the Four Tops. So it goes on and on and on. I'm happy to see you personally. So Terry, so what's the group doing now? Any new awards, CD tours? What do you see for the future for the Flamingos?
We have a new CD that we're trying to have ready by the middle of next year. I want it by April, but maybe by the middle of next year. And this year we're putting out a CD of just a Christmas song. Just one Christmas song, but it's like the Flamingos where I picture they would be today. The harmonies, the structure of our music, the style. So I'm taking the Flamingos into the 21st century, because when in 1956 I was recruited for my sound by the Flamingos to change their style to get them into the pop market. And so now I'm trying to change it to get us into another market where people could really get into us, like adult contemporary jazz, and for the pop market also. Because I believe in staying young. And the only way that I have found that my secret has been to stay into the music industry and to keep singing, just get out there and have a great time. So my message that I'm saying to each and every one of you is, I only have eyes for you.
Rico told me the Flamingos had to go, but I just couldn't do it. You know, we really appreciate Terry allowing us to run this interview. Did you appreciate the insight that Terry gave us about the Flamingos and his vision for them in the future? What a great guy he is, and we look forward to seeing him perform again in the future. Next month, we won't be interviewing any legendary doo-wop group or artist, but a legend in his own right as a premier internet radio personality. Cal Lynch had an interesting career in both the music business and in commercial FM radio around the country. He currently hosts a weekly rock and roll radio show that I'll have him tell you about next month. Rico tells me we need to close the show, so email us any questions you might have, or if you want us to highlight you or your group on the show. Remember to tune into VCB, Vinyl City Broadcasting, next month, your transit express to rock and roll trivia. All pertinent information you need will be posted on the last slide. If you missed any of our first 4 shows, just go to YouTube and type in VCB, Vinyl City Broadcasting. Well, we need to bring our 4th show to an end now. Hope you enjoyed this one also. Remember next month, Cal Lynch, Internet DJ Professional. Don't miss it. He still has a little of his Brooklyn accent, but don't hold that against him. Turn the lights off, Rico.
Hey! I got those same pink flamingos in my backyard.
So long, darling, because lovers never say goodbye. Never